Hey Joe, so last of the last, just about there, mate. So I'm going to run through it quickly again. I've actually cut this band once, and from that I've come to understand a problem. Okay, so I haven't removed that yet because I actually have an idea on how to repurpose that rather than remove it. I have fixed this so it'll go down to 6. So all that's good. And then something I figured out, when this thing creates its blocks, the way that it cuts right next to the very outside of the ring, and the wax that I cut earlier was very difficult to separate. So what I thought is, when you create these supports, when you create it, it actually cuts through next to it, but that's such a small amount of area for you to work in that it's difficult to try and get a saw blade in there to split it off. So I was thinking, if you added an extra 2 mils, what's that, 14, that's basically 15, make that 17, alright? Then what it means is you've got an extra bit of leg over there, then you can just put in a 2mm drill or 2.5mm drill. You can drill through here, through there, and actually separate this. Now the three unused 2D operations over there, I'm thinking of repurposing them to do exactly that after the cut is done, to just drill through with a 317 through those 3 legs. Alright, so anyway, that's all done. The rest of this is working pretty much great now. I changed quite a few things again. Let's go next, create the parts. Alright, so when I did the roughing using the standard system, this was really bad. Okay, let it start generating, I'll tell you about it. Okay, so what was happening was the roughing, it would cut one pass, but it was set to run parallel, and it would cut through here, pick up, go over the hub, and it would take forever. Just cutting air, basically not doing anything. So I changed, well, I didn't change, I added method 45 to change that to radial clockwise. So essentially it's not going to cut the hub area anyway, it's just cutting air. So to change that to radial means the second part of the roughing is only cuts where it actually needs to cut. There isn't any more issues with it just sitting cutting air. I may also change that to the finishing pass, since I can't, because there isn't enough left in the roughing. Or I may bring back that spiral operation. That means the finishing pass you can actually cut as a radial pass. Okay, so that's done. Next and finish. Close, finish. So I'll show you what I changed inside there. So basically here, let's turn that all off and just set that to you can see what's going on in there. So that radial path, you've got 2 of them in there. One that goes all the way over the first roughing, which is that fella up there, and then the second one, which just does a little flip through there. You can actually see where it turns around in here. Okay, so you can see the little turns there. So that will really, the first one will cut the hub area and all the way across. The second one will only cut over the ring around like that. Okay, so you aren't wasting time and pathing time. So that worked out quite well. Other than that, I don't think there's too much has been changed. What I'm going to do is, like I was saying earlier, these 3 wasted 2D operations that are sitting over here, I'm going to repurpose them. I need to read up on the code to find out how to detect where that edge of that is. And I do remember reading it in there, and then just offset that in like maybe 0.5 millimeter and run a 2D operation to plunge the cutter straight down and cut a circle there, there, and there. And then, because the finishing pass cut right around that on every side, you should be able to just push it out with your thumb and the whole thing will fall out. So that'll be for tomorrow though. I'm about to go watch some movies with my wife. Mate, have yourself a good one. Cheers, Chris out.